Alrighty. Hello, and welcome back to Project Ozone 3. I have done quite a bit of random junk off screen as well. I've done a little bit of episode preparation, but I was mostly toying around with something I mentioned in one of the last episodes, being Project Red transportation pipes. I've been toying with them because I need something that isn't Ender.io conduits, because I am not at a point where I can I'm not at a point where I can make oodles and oodles of Ender.io speed upgrades, because that's like thousands of electrical steel that I just don't have the capacity to make right now. Like, it would take me a couple hours to get just some, and it's just not fun. So, I was looking into alternate pipe mods, and as I had mentioned the other day, I saw somebody use the Project Red pipes. As you can see, I've actually got this set up right here a little bit. So, what I've actually got right here is a poor man's ME system. This pipe right here is taking, these pipes are telling this orange pipe here what exactly is in my crates, and this allows me to, let's say I wanted my quest book. Actually, no, let's do multiple things. All right, let's say I wanted these iron meshes, but I want 12 of them. I just tell it I want 12 iron meshes, submit, and it pulls them out. It's a poor man's ME system, and I love it. It's a little complicated because the cards are a pain and whatnot, because, yeah. But I have also been working on a loot bag opener over here. So I've got all of the essentials, except blackbird lotuses, but I haven't gotten one to throw in the wall yet. But yeah, I've got shadow gems being saved. I've got all the shadow gem parts being saved. Some of the more basic materials, because redstone's always nice. Lapis, quartz, obsidian, nebulous hearts, dimlet parcels for when we start toying around with RF Tools custom dimensions. And you'll notice that the loot bag opener is hooked up to an ender chest. That ender chest is actually used just about everywhere. I also tossed this into I also made this into a drawer wall. This one pulls all the stuff out, puts everything in here, and then sends any loot bags into the red chest. The really neat thing about this is that I believe. Oh no, I didn't. Uh-oh. Here, we'll just to make sure. There we go. So this will only pull out loot bags, and that's important for one reason. And that reason is because over here, I have set up another mob farm. This one is for blazes. And down here, I have the 3 items from blazes that we care about. And then I have this box right here. Why are those stuck now? What? This is now pulling out everything that... This now takes everything that drops from blazes that isn't these 3 things and chucks them in this chest. And like the hearts and shards and Inferium essence and all that, they're going to that mob farm over there, because I've already got it in a box. Alright, now what did I... Oh, blacklist. Yeah, that'll fucking do it. My phone went off. What does my phone want from me? Oh, right. Alright. But because I already have... And I know that some of this stuff I've already got in the wall over there, but because I have some of this stuff down here, I just decided to like throw the Inferium Essence and the Red Hearts and the Experience in this instead of anywhere else. So yeah. So now we will infinitely farm Wither Skulls for however many Withers I want to kill. Oh, right, I've also set my... I know, this, especially at night, the island's going to look rather dark. I keep my room very dark, so I have my brightness... And even at night, my base was blinding me, so I turned down my brightness down to moody. So... But, yeah, what else did I do off camera? I know I did something. Oh, I mean, I sieved up a shit ton of... I crushed up a shit ton of dust, which is finished. I now have 277 stacks of redstone. That's awesome. So, yeah. Also, before I had... Until I sieved all that dust, I had actually... My system had actually gotten through all of the iron. Anyways, we are farming up blazes for one reason and one reason only. And that is because I need blazing pyrotheum. Oh, shit. So, we are going to go ahead and start, set that up. Okay, so... how do I want to do this? The only problem is going to be that sulfur. That sulfur is going to bottleneck my blazing pyrotheum production. Anyways, I guess let's go ahead and pull out... How am I doing this? Am I... Okay, let's, filter, whitelist, molten cores. And let's not store these because I don't actually need them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so then I want this to insert that, and then whitelist, blaze rod, extract. So we're going to toss these in there. Okay, so it's not perfect, but this will now spread blaze rods. I should, at some point, I would like to get, something better than analog crafters, but it's really just a pain. Oh yeah, now you can actually see what my base looks like at night, and I think it looks so much better. I like the little torch diamonds. Oh, that's the other thing I did while I was working off camera. I still haven't prepared the Flux Electrum. That's not something, I don't have the machine for that, and that's a quest, and I've told you before, I like to do quests on screen. However, I have everything over here ready for when I have everything over here ready for tier 5 solar panels. So, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These, and then I need glass. That's what I need. You know, I love that I say that I have everything ready, and then I just magically don't. It's so much fun. Okay. Whoops, I grabbed thickened glass as well. God damn it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay, so it's this, 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 yet, and that. Alright, boom. There's my photovoltaics, tier 1. And then photovoltaic tier 2s are this. Okay, boom. Grab this shit. Okay, that's 9 stacks of luminescence. I need 9 more stacks of glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dude, you and I'm Ultracat, and I'm fucking lying. Okay, and then I need 6 stacks of obsidian. Boom. Boom, and boom. Alright, now time to go recollect some solar panels. I actually just set some of those. I actually just set that up. Now I have to tear them down again. Oh yeah, I did also get my display stand back. Okay. Line up those. Line up these. These ones, and then this. Okay. I have a crafting table down here that I can use. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. That is 2 stacks of tier 5 solar panels. Oh. Alright. Not bad. Actually, these cables can't even... Copper cables can't even handle a tier 2 at full power. That's funny. So I don't even need the second one over here. Oop. Awesome. I am going to stop working on upgrades for now, just because I don't really need tier 6s at the moment. I feel like there are better things I can spend my time on. Alright, yeah. So I want to get my hands on I want to get my hands on neutral steel. So I need, because there are a couple of tier 2 seeds that would be really good. The main one being, actually I think there's only really one then, because I don't really need that. Yeah, oh, well no. Okay, so the Grains of Infinity seed would be really nice, especially for Ender. And then the dye seeds would be really, really helpful. Because I'm running into a lot more things that require dyes, like the Project Red pipes. These chips are made with Illumar, and Illumar is made from dye and glowstone, and a lot of it. It's 8 of whatever color per chip. Which is why I went and I found a sunflower and a rose bush so that I can bone meal them, because red and yellow are the 2 that I really need. Because I can combine yellow with blue for green, and then the rest of the colors are made from there. But yeah. Oh yeah, I also set up Twilight Oak and sugarcane barrels. I don't remember if I mentioned that at all. What are you doing there? How did you get there? I have no idea. What the hell? Okay. Anyways. Okay, so pyrotheum dust is right. 2 blaze powder, 1 redstone, and sulfur. Yeah, okay, so the redstone's gonna be the bottleneck until I set up proper dust sieving. That sucks. How can I make dust super easily? Material stonework factory? Oh, pink slime. Yikes. Well, I can... Yeah, no. Okay, so... Why does dust have to be such a pain? Okay, redstone seeds. How far away from that am I? It's Botania. I also need red seeds. That's a pain. Okay. Well, I mean, red seeds, crop produce, redstone. I mean, I could set that up. But, see, the problem with that, I don't have a watering can. And a watering can is like the most important part of any farming setup. Although I would like to look into greenhouse glass from this mod at some point, because supposedly it speeds up the growth of crops. Anyways, oh yeah, I have some of this stuff here because it's what's necessary to make Flux Phytogrow, and then to use Flux Phytogrow, because Flux Phytogrow is the best way to get my hands on live roots for ironwood, because I need so fucking much of that stuff. Like, it's not even funny how much of that stuff I need. Because I went and I got another 4 stacks of ironwood, turned that all into tiles, and I did a little bit of research. I only got like 3 things out of it. Like, this is rough. Okay. So, I mean, I guess I can set up another... Do I have any purple dye? Probably not. Fuck it, we're using pink, I guess. Okay, so... I'm going to extract on channel red here, just to make sure that nothing's going to get confused, because I don't feel like using an item filter. I didn't set the color on that. Pink, pink, pink. Oh, okay, well, some of that redstone is lost to the ages. Okay, we're gonna let that fill up. And then we are going to... Okay, I always look this up. What are blaze rods used for? Like, are there any really important crafting recipes that blaze rods are required for? It does not look that way, which probably means... Yeah. Okay, so looking at this, I can probably just infinitely convert this stuff into blaze powder. Okay. Alright, so we're actually just gonna redo this again. Because the entire point of this farm is for one thing and one thing only, and so there's no point in pretending that it's not. Okay, and then this, I'm going to have... This last two whitelist. That, and that. Sticky spread items. So boom, boom, boom. Okay, so... Oh, this doesn't have an extractor chip in it. Whoops, do I have one on me? No. Okay, do I have one in here? Yes, I do. Okay, how many of these did I use? Where did I put the other ones I had? Oh, I put them away. That's what I did. Okay. Alright, routed interface pipe. So what I'm going to do... Actually, hang on. I just had a brilliant idea. I just had an ingenious idea because I remembered that these exist. Two by two oak drawers. Back. I'm gonna toss this here. We're gonna toss overflow. Okay, overflow responder chip. I need some of those. So we're gonna do this. We're going to do this, and then we are going to. We're going to try and remember how to spell spawn. Fucking hell. Okay, you know what? I will... Let me figure this out, and then I will get back to you. Alright, so I got it to work. Basically, it pulls all the stuff out of the machine into here. It then takes molten core, sticks them in here, making... Excuse me? Interesting. Okay, so it pulls magma cores out of here, makes them into blaze rods, takes the blaze rods, puts them here, makes them into blaze powder. This is here for overflow. They go into here. When it's done there, it pulls them out here. I gave up on trying to get the redstone to cooperate because every time it would try to refill the redstone, it would put too much in the system, and I don't have an overflow spot for it, and I don't want to make an overflow spot for it because eventually it'll just eat all my fucking redstone. So we're just pumping it straight in. Right now the main bottleneck for this is sulfur. Because of words. The main bottleneck is sulfur because it's a rarer drop, and it's not coming through. Connect this to this line real quick. And then I think I have an extra demonically gargantuan drum. No, I don't. You know what? My other one's being used for lava. Yeah, I'm using one for lava, one for creosote, and then one for water. Right. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna have that much that quickly. So, for now, I can... Oops. For now, I can do this. Or not. Oh, auto output was disabled. Alright, there's blazing pyrotheum, which means if I make a fluid transposer, I can now make first degree neutral steel. But before I do that, I do need to solidify my production method of pyrotheum, which means I'm going to need to upgrade this. So, that means... I'll go ahead and empty my inventory here. Because I have way too much shit. Alright. There we go. Yeah, like there's no sulfur at all whatsoever. This sucks. Alright, so if I want to upgrade the mob farm at Woot, there are a few upgrades that I'm gonna need. One of them Alright, one of the so there's a few upgrades we're gonna want. The main ones, though, are going to be the looting, rate, mass, and efficiency. Rate makes it spawn faster, looting makes it then drop more loot, mass makes it spawn more mobs per spawn, which means more loot overall, and then efficiency makes it cheaper power-wise. Unfortunately, we want 4 upgrades, and we only have a tier 3, which means we only have 3 upgrade spots. So, that means we're going to have to upgrade this to a tier 4. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Oh, wait, no, that is for tier 4. So for tier 3, oh, no, I have 4 upgrades. What? Okay, well, I need 95 factory nether casings, and I need 7 tier 4 caps. tier 4 caps. Clear that out because I don't want to look at it. Tier 4 caps are... Oh my fucking god. I need 7 redstone blocks. Yikes. Okay. I apologize for the constant teleportation sound. Not that it's very loud because I have my sound on 2% because I got tired of mob noises while working next to my mob farm. So, let's do this. Alright. Since apparently the game just insists on me needing redstone blocks, we are going to make a bunch. We're just going to use all that. Okay, so I need, so that's for cap cores. So okay. Okay. There's my 7 cap cores for the 7 tier 4 caps. And then I need nether star. Oops, I did not click on the search bar properly. Nether. Pull out 1. Turn it into a shard. Turns it into 9. And then, so, 7, 7. I just need the 7 wither skulls that I don't have there because they're down here. Wither skulls. Yeah, 2 stacks in the, like, few hours that's been running compared to the days that's been running, and it's only netted me, like, maybe 16 wither skulls. Alright, there's my tier 7 caps. So now, literally all I need is the 95 nether casings. So they're just, yeah, so they're just the shard. So 64, 70, so plus another 20, makes it 90. That's 5, alright. Okay. Oh, hey, quest complete, Woot multi-block. Hell yeah. That's actually the reason all of my holes are 1 block further away than they would have been. Can I replace block? Where? What? What block? Is it trying to... Oh, it's trying to replace a torch, isn't it? Yep. Yes, it is. Alright, and those have actualized, which means validate tier 4. Alright, validated. Hell yeah. So this is officially a tier 4. blaze spawner. I don't know what that all entails. But I'm sure it's cool. Awesome, I did space my power accordingly, thank God. Irritates me that hangs off the edge by 1 block, though. Okay, so now that I've made sure that this can withstand that, so the way these work is you need, if you want to use the level 3 upgrades, you actually need the prior upgrades as well. So, that means I need to make efficiency 1, 2, and 3, rate 1, 2, and 3, mass 1, 2, and 3. Like, this is rough. Alright, so each of these requires a factory base. So it's 12 factory bases for the 12 blocks. And then there's going to be 4 of each tier. So we need 4 tier 1 upgrade cores, which is going to be pretty cheap. No, God damn it. No, this. Okay. Okay, let's toss the core die on here. Okay, tier 4 core, or tier 1 cores. The tier 2 cores are gold and glowstone. I have plenty of glowstone somewhere. There they are. Okay, boom. And then the tier 3s are prismarine and diamond blocks. Oh boy. Okay, and then I have the prismarine over here. Okay, now this is actually the easy part because now I have to get into something a little bit more complex. I need to get power 1, 2, and 3, fortune 1, 2, and 3, looting 1, 2, and 3, and efficiency 1, 2, and 3. The best way to do this is through an Ender IO enchanter, which is actually pretty simple. It's just 2 diamonds, 4 dark steel, which I should still have some, and a book, which I should still have. Yes, I do. Sick. Boom, boom, boom. Enchanter. I don't think this takes power. Okay, cool. It does not appear to. So I can find a spot in my little cubby over here. So this takes books. This takes oh, it takes books and quill? Oh. Okay. Oh. It's not difficult, it's just annoying. So 12 books. Let's go feather. I need 12. And I need this stuff. 12. Boom, boom, boom. Books and quills. So now, for the power, I need a shit ton of lapis and okay, so I need a shit ton of lapis because that's how you make the books, and then I need flint, emeralds, skulls and redstone. Okay. Emeralds, flint, redstone. Actually, no, the flint I know I need plenty of. Just do that, and then... Oh, no. And then I've got a bunch of skulls in here. Alright. So now... I just scroll this in here till power 1. Power 2. That's power 5. Power 3. Alright, so now you just rinse repeat for efficiency. There's efficiency 1. There's efficiency 2. And I'm out of experience. So actually, we're going to move this over here, because it will be easier over here. Because over here is where I have the 2,000 solidified experience. Okay. Efficiency 3. Okay. Now for the emeralds, there's fortune 3. Oh, damn. Fortune 2. Fortune 1. I have 1,000 stacks of emeralds over here. Oh. Interesting. Did not know that. You know what? It's the first storage drawer that's been granted almost max. That's been granted that many storage upgrades. Alright, so flint is a dime a fucking dozen. And then emeralds are good on, I'm good on, so now for the last one, it is heads. Okay. Looting 1. Looting 2. Looting 3. Okay. Sweet. I shouldn't have put those zombie heads away, but whatever. I can go get them back if I need them. Alright, so let's toss these in here. Tier 1. Tier 2. And then my tier 3s. That's not gonna... Never mind. Oh, they're their own individual quest. That's why. I was like, that's not gonna complete any quests. It is. This one won't get complete for a while because, like, this one I could do, but the next one is just, it's a lot. And I don't need that. Anywho, let's go ahead and, so this can, oh no, don't do that. That breaks everything. Okay, so currently this munches on 340 RF a tick for 320 ticks. in order to spawn a blaze and drop whatever it is that it's dropping. So let's go ahead and slap efficiency 1, efficiency 2, and efficiency 3 on here. And this now is 241 RF a tick for 320 ticks. Sick. So now let's toss looting 1, looting 2, and looting 3. That bumps up the power consumption. Yep. 409 RF a tick. Mass upgrade. Now that spawns 6 tier 4 blazes for 600 RF a tick. And then this is rate 1, 2, and 3, which will spawn them in 80 ticks, but requires a lot more RF than I have. That's cool. I want to watch it spawn, though. I still don't seem to be getting that much sulfur, though. I mean, I guess it's only a 15% chance, but... I don't know. I'm going to actually take off these raid upgrades just because otherwise this will not run proper. This will not run smoothly. And I would like for it to run smoothly. So, these conduits, I believe, handle 320 power a tick, and I need slightly over that on a third one. Sick. Alright, so that will generate, this should now be generating 900 RF a tick, which should refill the battery. Yes. Cool. So this can officially run properly. So, what if I toss rate 1 up on here? 879, which is still doable by these conduits. What the hell? How did that get in there? I also was not expecting a blaze trophy to make its way in there. Wait, what? What's going on with artifact bags? What? Why is my system not eating artifact bags? Shouldn't it be? Oh, I did the thing again. There's two there's artificial and there's artifact. They look the exact same. They just have different names. Okay, we're doing good over here. Should actually check back here. Yep. All right, cool. We are doing great. Oop. Okay, so alright, next thing I want to get done is, well, I do need to progress Lordcraft, which means I should work on that, I should work on the Fido Grow. Yeah. Alright, I think that's what we'll do. Alright, yeah. So next thing we're gonna work on is fluid transposer. Well, fluid transposer, a couple of other things. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But that's all gonna have to wait for the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and farewell.